Good morning, and welcome to our first ever Planet Podcast. My name is Miss Dodd, and I have with me today the lovely Miss Curry.
Hello.
We are coming to you today from outer space, and let me just say that it is lovely, just lovely.
It sure is. It just takes your breath away.
Yes, it does, Miss Curry, and that can be attributed to the fact that there is no breathable oxygen here in space. Now, isn't that interesting? Anyways, during our podcast, we are going to be hearing from each of the 8 planets in our solar system. They will be giving us information about themselves, including their color, if they have rings, if they have moons, and what they are made up of. But before we start, I want everyone to look at and get familiar with the data sheet you have in front of you. Make sure that while you are listening to each of our planets, that you are marking the necessary information on your data sheet. Okay? I think that covers it, so let's begin. First, we have Mercury. Give us a little information about yourself, Mercury.
Here, a few things about me. Let's see. First, I'm closest to the sun. I'm made entirely of rock and metal, and I'm gray. Another fun fact, just 1 year on Mercury is simply 88 days. I have no rings or moons, but I'm still a good time. Now let's hear from Venus.
Oh my god, I'm Venus. I'm the second planet from the sun, which means that I'm super hot with a near constant temperature of 864 degrees. And if you look at me through a very high-powered telescope, you will see that I am yellow. And you will notice that unlike your planet, I do not have a moon or rings for that matter. But one last interesting thing about me is that all the planets, I am the closest in size to Earth. And like Earth, I am a solid mass of rock and metals. Now, for everyone's favorite planet, Earth.
Ciao, I'm Earth. So happy to be here. I'm sure you're no stranger to me. A little bit about myself. I look blue from space. I have no moon and no rings. I am also a solid. Of all of the planets in our solar system, I have the greatest density. Long ago, I was thought to be the center of the universe, not the sun. Now, isn't that something? I'm still at the center of the universe, if you ask me, Mama. Thank you. Ciao. Thank you, Earth. Now let's talk to Mars.
Howdy, I'm Mars, or some like to call me the Red Planet, named after my famous color. You may have seen me in the news lately with you guys sending your rover out here to check me out and all. And why wouldn't you? 'Cause I am awesome. I may not have fancy rings, but I have 2 moons. Now ain't that special? Like the 3 planets before me, I am a solid mass of rock and metal. However, I am only about half the size of Earth. And now we will hear from Jupiter.
Hey, I'm Jupiter. How you doing? I'm made up of gases. I have the shortest days of all the planets at a record of 9 hours and 55 minutes. Beat that, planets! Also, I don't want to brag, but I am a gorgeous shade of yellow. I mean, it is flawless. I do have 1 faint ring and 16 moons. And let us not forget about my stunning yellow hue. You're welcome! Next up is Saturn.
Hello, I'm Saturn. Perhaps you know me best for my rings. You know that Beyonce song, "If you would like it, then you better put a ring on it"? Well, I have more than 100,000 of them. My planet is made up of mostly gases, and when you see me through the telescope, I look to be an orange color. Not only do I have a lot of rings, but I have the most moons as well. I have over 20 of them. And just behind Jupiter, I am the second largest planet in our solar system. What Uranus has to say.
Hello, I am Uranus. A little bit about myself. I have 17 moons and no rings. I am a blue color and composed of gas. Some people call me the ice giant due to my atmosphere color and composition. But don't believe everything you hear. I actually have a very warm personality. Thank you. And finally, we have Neptune.
I am Neptune, named after the Roman god of the sea. This is because of my dark blue color that comes from gases that I am made up of. I have 8 moons and 5 rings, and all of the planets, I am the farthest from the sun. Well, that is, as long as we're not counting Pluto as a planet. Thank you, Neptune. Miss Curry, final thoughts?
Well, thank you to all of our special guests, the 8 planets. Sorry about you, Pluto. #drama. We hope you enjoyed our segment. Catch you next time. Mrs. Dodd and Miss Curry over and out.